ng'ennaku z'omwezi 17 paka 2 Julayi 2024 African Decent Ontario eyaniriza abantu mwenna wali eri ku Toronto Pavilion 190 Royalside Road mu musomo gw'omwaka ogutuumiddwa African Decent Summit 2024 era ng'omulama gw'omwaka guno guli nti Recognition, Justice and Development for the People of African Descent. Gwe ayagala otweyungako genda ku mutimbagano gwaffe ogwa africandecent.on.org oba kuba +1 43 73 32 5563. Tukulinze.
The Black History Month theme for 2024, which again is Black Excellency, a heritage to celebrate and a future to build, aligns with the 10th year of the International Decade of People of African Descent, which was adopted. It's an agenda that was adopted in 2014 by the African Union and the United Nations. And it recognizes that people of African descent represent a distinct group whose human rights must be promoted and protected. And that is why you see in Canada today, there's a lot that is being done around equity, equality, diversity, and all issues, to address things like racism and make sure that Black people and other people of color are represented and given an opportunity to contribute to Canada's well-being. No matter where you are, no matter your skin color, the language you speak, the religion you worship, we invite you all as Canadians, as residents and people of Canada, to learn more about Black Canadian communities and how they continue to help and shape Canada. Great, so Gloria, what's your question?
The question is, what does Black History mean to you? So, to me, Black History Month, what it means to me, this is when, to me, I celebrate Black History Month because our past leaders, the people who died long ago, they sacrificed themselves, they did everything so that we can enjoy the country, like most especially the outside countries like Canada, United States. So, to me, Black History Month, it reminds me of those people who fought for our freedom and sacrificed everything so that we can be free in these other countries which are not our countries.
Thank you very much, Gloria, right? Yeah, please, a big round of applause for Gloria. Yeah. This is the confidence that it means to be Black, right? Yeah. When you're coming to take over, right? To conquer. Alright, thank you very much, DJ. So, you're going to tell us your name and then go straight to your question.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Patricia Maria. The question is, what does Black History mean to you?
Yeah.
I'll talk about victory. we are all black here, first of all, and consider each one of you as a victor because you are already here. Yeah, it's not by what, okay, I'll say it's by luck, by God's grace, but through it all and at the end of the day, we are all victors. I mean, we are already where we are not supposed to be, you know, where we all come from and see where we are today. So we have to thank God for that. And we have to thank God for our black leaders who made everything possible so that a black man can also have a voice in such a country, and you also have freedom in such a country that is not yours, and you have also the freedom to belong. Yeah? Yeah, so I think
I totally agree.
Dance. Yeah. No, you wait. You can still stay seated. Yeah, you know, actually, she mentioned of something pretty cool. You know, the freedom to, you know, feel safe, right?
Even freedom to
Yeah.
dance.
Even freedom to dance.
Every type. Depends on what type of dance.
Yeah, the freedom to dance. But yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason when I'm walking around Toronto, I feel safe, right? Like, you know, you're not very much afraid. Yeah, but anyway, I agree that blackness means victory, right? Yeah, because as black people, we have gone through thick and thin growing up. Everybody has a story, right? Every family, every community has a story, right? Yeah, so, yeah, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Patricia. Yeah, some music for Patricia as she leaves the stage in style.
And this year, you have freedom to dance. There's freedom to dance.
If you're not dancing with her, please at least clap, right? Give us some vibe. African says, all right, come. Welcome. Please tell us your name and your question and then proceed.
My name is Samuel Kambugu. The question is, what does Black history mean to you? As a person of African descent, whenever I see the topic Black History Month or whatever, Black history, it reminds me of the suffering our parents went through, that is slavery. People trading our parents to bring them here to work. Some lost lives, but all in all, I look at the suffering as the stone that was laid for us to step on and then succeed in this new generation. So it's not only being slavery and suffering, but also success coming our way.
The word victory is coming up again, right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let me see. Someone does do it.
Okay. Next. Yeah, DJ, proceed with the song. Barango Galo. Hey. You know, when they ask you as an African what defines you, the honest truth is that many people will tell you music, dance, food, happiness, right? You're welcome. Yeah, please tell us your name and then after tell us what does Black History Month mean to you.
My name is Kamoga Martin. As the theme for today, so best thing on me, it means struggles. As my brother has started it goes all the way from slavery, the struggles our ancestors, the black people that came to these countries first, they struggled a lot and they laid a very good foundation for we people who are here. If it wasn't them, it would have been very, very hard for us to be here. So it all goes away back to the struggles at the lake, of which the struggles are still ongoing till date, because I'm pretty much sure each one of us here has struggled. As a black person, you've struggled to come to this country, and the struggle still goes back home where we come from, that is still continuous. So we want to thank the people who came first to this country for laying a good foundation for us. So the struggles are still ongoing and they've been there, but we pray that one time we live a life that is free, without struggles, where everyone can truly enjoy the fruit of life as given by God. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Struggles, foundation, those words are continuously coming out. And I mean, it goes without saying that our ancestors who came here in whatever capacity, whether as slaves or who volunteered to come here, struggled to lay a foundation for us, under which today we celebrate. And the struggle still continues, right? Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Kamoga. Okay. Next. We know the question. Please introduce yourself and tell us what Black History Month means to you.
Hello everyone. My name is Kambeda Eunice. I'm a proud African woman, and Black history reminds me of the survival, like through all the struggle, through all the slavery, we Africans, the Blacks, we still survive. And Africans, actually Blacks, really try to do whatever they can do in their capability to survive. You find Africans doing everything for survival, just from way back, from our great-great-grannies that made it here. They really try to do whatever it could take them. That's why even we are recognized now and we are still surviving.
Arthur, please tell us who you are and what Black History Month means to you.
My name is John Arthur Kamale. I am African, and I'm proud to say so, because to me, being African is the definition of value addition. Value addition in the way. I'll give you something brief about slavery. The only reason as why those guys took us is that we would help them finish the work they needed. But they always narrowed us to that level of ADs, not assistants. An assistant is almost close to the boss. But, okay, the best thing to say is they narrowed us to slaves, and nothing good was to come out of slaves. But when we have people like Dr. Martin Luther, we have people like Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. We have many people. Barack Obama, Mr. President.
Patrick King.
Okay. Alexander who? Luyima Alexander. And myself. Okay. We see that because of the great work, the great accomplishments these guys have had in their histories, in their services, now everybody looks at Africa as a source of knowledge, understanding, and something. They know Africa adds something to the entire world. And if it was not so, I guess we cannot be allowed in here. But just because we are value addition, either through skilled labor or even if it's not skilled, whether it's formal or the other side of labor, they look at us as value addition. So when I look at myself, I see value.
Wow.
When I look at Africa, I see value. That's what I take Africa for.
Okay. So another interesting word, value. Thank you very much, Arthur. Yes, value addition, very important. I think you're speaking towards like a skill set, you know, our talents. And I mean, like, look at soccer, look at music, look at all different types of sports. Yeah, we are multi-talented, you know, basketball, rugby, American football. Recently, I was watching the finals for Super Bowl. Yeah, you see that like majority of the guys were black. Anyway, in the interest of time, let's have the other the next person. Let's try to make it faster. Okay, start.
It's time for Africa.
Okay. All right. You're welcome. Yeah. Please tell us your name and what Black History Month means to you, and try to face that.
Hi. Welcome everyone. Good evening. My name is Konde Hassan. Proud African. So the question was,
What does Black History Month mean to you?
okay, Black History Month, to me, I define it as, it reminds me pain. Okay, we all go through pain, like, no matter the time or where it comes from, but the pain we face as blacks, yeah, it's different. Like, we've been through a lot, like from back home in Africa, pain about the slavery, the conflict, the poverty alone, diseases, you know. But away from the pain alone, for me I fuse pain, the pain we go through with strength, you know, because just because of that pain, like we triumph through it all, and it defines what we are. Our pain makes us stronger. Our pain makes us, you know, they call it resilient.
Yeah.
You know. So, to me, whenever I think about Black history, I think about the pain and the strength that came from that pain. Like, do you remember that they called Chapman, the one who led the people, the slaves, to their freedom?
Yeah.
You know, talking about the eloquent people like Martin Luther, you know, Rosa, the lady who refused to give her a seat on a bus, you know, because of the pain she was going through, she chose to be strength in her own way, you know.
She demonstrated resilience.
Resilience, you know. So for me, that's all I can say about Black history.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. So he speaks of, you know, despite of the diseases. Okay. Okay, you're welcome. Please introduce yourself and tell us what Black History Month means to you.
I'm by the names of Andrew Kasozi. Yeah, Black African history means slavery to me. I'll tackle a bit of the background on how we came here. From the research I made is that slavery in these colonies started in 1629 when people of African descent came to these British and French colonies that made the lakes of Quebec, Ontario, and many others. So one question we should be asking ourselves today is that why did these people come here? So these people who came here, they, as our president said, they started giving support, working in factories, giving all their efforts in even building this subway construction. Because one day I was chatting with my friend of mine, and we were relating on how these subways were made. So this was all our labor, of African labor.
We are the subway.
Yeah, we are the subway. So actually, through their effort and power they used to, it really defines us up to today. That these people recognize us and say, yeah, Africans should be also given a chance to these countries. So I think Patrick already spoke about that these people are advocating for equal rights now. Our grandparents never gave their support and everything, we wouldn't be here. But I'm proud to be an African that we are now being recognized from our great parents. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Kuruno Dotuba. After. Okay, yeah. This is South Africa. All right, next. This is South Africa. Victoria badani go kuzina jizo sura wana. Okay.
Victoria, over to you. Please tell us who you are and what Black History Month means to you.
I'm called Victoria.
What does Black History Month mean to you?
It means a lot. And as a black woman from Africa, by the way, I've said it all. I just want to appreciate African descent because you're not going to have a good day. I just want to appreciate African descent. Okuwanti, they don't forget about us. The newcomers, like they are always on us. Like when they are thinking about us. Like they don't forget about Africa. Because usually abantu abasenga mu yomo bajewa na bivako. They forget about our culture, where we come from, but I would like to appreciate African descent for not forgetting about the Africa. That's it.
Okay. And specifically for Beyond African Descent, Ontario, what about Black History Month? When somebody says Black History Month, what immediately hits your brain?
The beauty.
Oh, wow.
The beauty. We Africans, we complain a lot, but we don't appreciate what God has given us. But we don't appreciate what God has given us. Yeah.
So the beauty of the people or the beauty of the land?
The beauty of the land.
And the people.
And everything. And everything. The women. Talk about us.
The women. How about the men? They're handsome.
Men.
Like you.
Men.
Look at me. Look at me. The king himself. The king himself. Alright, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Victoria. Beauty, finally. Yeah, sorry for not giving you a song, but when you're going back, you're going to dance twice. Okay, so you're welcome. Yes, so you're going to tell us your name and tell us when we say Black History Month, what immediately hits your memory, right? Your mind, what comes into your quick understanding, interpretation, right? Yeah, and try to face that.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
My name is Owen Jai Manzi, and
Did you get the name?
Owen Jai Manzi, and I am a student at Durham College in Oshawa, Ontario Tech University. Well, it's an honor to be here in the first place. I was called off guard, but I appreciate my being here because, honestly speaking, I have been seeing, all over African descent, African Black man history, but I have never taken time, to appreciate it or understand, get to know the background and what it is all about. But I can say, for the time I have actually been here, I have an idea that I'm going to share with you guys. So, Victoria, thank you for getting me here. It's been a very, very interesting and enriching experience. So, in my understanding and the brief research I have done about Black History Month and so on, it's a time we sit or we come together and appreciate the people who came here first, the people who were here before us. They have tried to create an environment that has benefited us who are here today. They have fought from slavery to human rights and civil rights. So among these icons, we look at Martin Luther King, the Oprah Winfrey, former President Barack Obama, and so many others. We have lots of quotes with the African descent. So
even the current speaker of the House of Commons.
Yes,
I don't know. Somebody should Google the name.
The new guy. Yeah.
But it's
So
that's
how I understand it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much. I like the fact that people are speaking to the resistance and resilience of our forefathers, the Black men and women who came here, whether through slavery or whatever. But the fact that they, regardless of the difficult times by then, they struggled to, advocate and advance for the rights of the Black people, right? Yeah. So today, that is why. By the way, it is very easy for someone to undermine the role that those guys played, right? But imagine that today you're here and they tell you that because you're Black, you cannot stay in this area. You have to go and stay in the other area where there's only Black people, right? You know how it would feel. Oh, you cannot go to this school because of your skin color, right? There's actually a documentary that you guys can, it's on, I watched it on YouTube. It was done by CNN about Martin, like they were trying to investigate what led to the death of Martin Luther King. If you go on YouTube and try to search, you should be able to find it. And there's one thing he said at he was making a public statement and he said that I can't change anything about me being Black because I did not tell God to be born Black, right? Yeah, like this is who I am, right? So you either accept me or you die with it, right? But this is who I am, right? Yeah, so thank you very much. And you're welcome to African Descent, Ontario. We have, every year we have something called the African Descent Summit. And now, through you, it would actually be interesting to see how we can have students involved. I think we should also see how we can, are you studying technology, or in your school you have people who are studying technology?
Yeah, there is technology, but myself I'm doing business.
Business, okay. So hope we'll have a conversation with you to see how we can, work closely with you guys and have some, a group of you guys come from Durham and be part of the African Descent Summit in July, and I also like your public speaking. Maybe we already have a panelist for the summit. All right.
lights up the lights up my life. The only one I ever see with a smile so bright. It's just yesterday. In my horse away. Oh, you were everything is supernatural. And no, you are better than just better than a star. I love you.
Thank you. Alright, thank you, DJ. A big round of applause for our guests. Nyabo, you're welcome. Senga. Okay.
Please tell us your name and tell us what Black History Month means to you. The mere mention, when your ears hear Black History Month, what quickly comes into your mind?
Thank you so much. My name is Pauline Ariseka, a black woman from Africa. I'm happy that we are here to celebrate this day, Black History Month. Thank you for the theme, the different themes. They bring out everything about Africa or Black. Then, when we look at all this, it brings out Black African history. What is it about when I hear about it? It is we come to learn that month. We learn, we remember, then we celebrate. Because the people who came here before, they demanded, I believe, that's why even now their names are popular. They did something to add value to the Black. And how did they do it? As you know, all of us, we have faced difficulties. So those people who came before us, they faced a lot of difficulties. How did they face it? It's because they became resilient. They suffered a lot, but that one didn't stop them from moving forward to achieve what they wanted. And that's how you see that when we are celebrating, we have to demand for justice.
Black resilience. Resistance.
Yes. We have to demand justice and recognition. That's why it is being celebrated now. That's why now in these developed countries they talk about it, so that we come out, and then when they do it and it is recognized, so it is for us also now to come out and we celebrate it. I thank the people who sat and thought about the African Descent Ontario founders. Thank you so much. You really thought about it, and that's why we are all here, because of that. And then you always remember what we go through home. And equally as we are here, there is a lot that we go through, but because of that resilience, that's how we manage to do whatever they tell you to do. So long as you will earn, you say, I will. Right from the time even when we are looking for visas, it wasn't easy, but resilience.
Yeah, that's very true. And I like the way you brought it out for sure. And you know what? Speaking of our forefathers who resisted and demonstrated resilience, if we are going to create a future for praise and our children, we must keep the fight. Yeah. Actually, I'm just thinking, I think next year, Hope, African Descent Ontario, Hope and African Descent Ontario, I think next year we need, especially as the African community, I know Jamaicans, not only Jamaican, but like the Caribbeans,
Black History Month means a big deal to them. There's a lot that happens within the Caribbean society and community. But among the African communities, there's not so much, right? If I'm not mistaken, for many of you, this could have even been the first Black History Month event for you. Right? Yeah, so I think we need to do more. We could even next time we could even see how we can plan in advance as a team and even have something bigger, right? Yeah, because nobody has done it for us, we can do it for ourselves, right? So I really want to appreciate African Descent Ontario for, I feel like this is the beginning of something bigger, right? So thank you, Senga. Thank you very much. Yeah, justice and recognition.
Jaja praise.
Jaja praise. Okay. Yes. Okay. Next.
Nobody.
The last.
My sister.
No, second last actually. Hey, that's a song. Very beautiful song. You even have a question. All right, thank you. So you're welcome. Please tell us who you are and what Black History Month means to you.
A very good evening, everyone. My name is Navali Kazam. When I hear of the word Black History Month, I think about freedom. Sure. I think of that man and woman who was here very many years ago, who first came here in the land of the whites and did not have any freedom. Those people passed through a lot of torture, mistreatment, and whatsoever, but we thank God that at least they laid a ground for us to be where we are right now. But actually, if it wasn't those people passing through the torture they went through and everything, we would not be here right now. So we just have to celebrate those people. We have to thank them for at least laying a ground for us. And I want to thank, to request every African man or woman who is here not to take it for granted, and to appreciate at least the freedom, the little freedom that we have right now. And not to stop here, but to fight for more freedom. Yes, we have some little freedom right now, but we have to fight for more. Because at least, yes, we have freedom, but it's not at the level where we want it to be. Our grannies did a lot to this land. And who is going to do that to us? Ourselves. We need to fight harder and harder to push it to the level where we want it to be. Where we're going to be recognized, where we're going to be, where they'll not tell you you're not supposed to rent here. This place is for a certain color. You're not supposed to pass here. Where you will sit somewhere and then someone leaves the place. Sometimes it pains. Look, we have to hold it and just have to fight to see how we get out of it. Not by force, but by, we always have to think twice. Wherever anything happens to you, don't cry. We just don't have to cry. We just have to ask ourselves a question: what can we do to achieve this? What can we do to stop this? What can we do to get to this level? I personally, I'm not a person who always want to say, yesterday was like this and that. I'm a person who always think of what next. I always ask myself that question, what next? Something has happened to me. Yes, it has. I don't have to think about every time, yes, it has happened. No. My one question is, what next? This has happened.
What's achieving my goal?
Exactly. This has happened, but
nothing can deter me.
I personally, I'm a determined woman. When I say I'm going to do this, I have to. If someone did it, why not me?
That's the resilience of being African.
Exactly. If someone did it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
If someone is at this level, I'll be there. I always don't like crying, think of something every day. This kind of, yes, for us, we are like this, now we are treated like this. We don't have to sing that song. We just have to plan of what next. It is the best mission for everyone to succeed.
Yeah.
You have fallen. You're not the first to fall. People have fallen and stood up.
Okay.
Fall down, stand up, move forward. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the African Decent Ontario for the very good work they're doing for the Africans here. I'm really humbled, Madam Hope. African Decent means a lot to me. I personally, I don't know how it is of all the others, but to me, it means a lot. It means big. I appreciate. I'm really humbled.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow, very powerful, eh? We have some very good public speakers, right? Madam Home.
Yes, I am. I'm a winner for life. For life.
speeches, but to give everybody an opportunity to reflect on what Black History Month means. Right now, I am sure that we're going to go back when we are rejuvenated. And next year, when February comes, you will have an idea, right? And if you see all over the place Black History Month, you will have an idea. And if you have any good ideas that you think we can do for next year, I think maybe Madam Hope, what we can do, like in October this year, we can start a WhatsApp group for Black History Month ideas, championed by African Descent Ontario, right? To have people share ideas. We can do that, isn't it? Yes, we need to, I feel like we need to be in a place where we have even like 300 people just reflecting on Black History Month and making key recommendations to the mayor, to Doug Ford and others, right? Especially as, you see, we are not only Black, we are also African, right? Yeah, so I think with those few words, thank you very much for having me to moderate this session, and I'm now going to hand over to Madam Hope.
July 2024 African Decent Ontario eyaniriza abantu mwenna wali eri ku Toronto Pavilion 190 Royalside Road mu musomo gw'omwaka ogutuumiddwa African Decent Summit 2024 era ng'omulama gw'omwaka guno guli nti Recognition, Justice and Development for the People of African Descent. Gwe ayagala otweyungako genda ku mutimbagano gwaffe ogwa africandecent.on.org oba kuba +1 43 73 32 55 63. Tukulinze.